Hey everybody, welcome back. Just doing a follow-up, yet one more follow-up about the whole racism topic here, because as we talk more about it, more things come to our mind and we just wanted to share it. And the things that we discussed previously in the last two videos on this subject were actually pretty well received from those who saw it, because, YouTube's algorithm doesn't let that kind of thing circulate very well. So despite how many subscribers I may have, hardly anybody saw them. I think like a few hundred people saw those videos. But it's an important topic, and it's something that people should not be afraid to discuss, even if social media doesn't want you to. And like I said, as we were talking more about it, and especially after the videos were put out there, we talk about it more, and there's other things that came up and we're like, yeah, you know what, we probably could have mentioned that too, and this is one of those things. And I'll remind you, we both work in mental health. We both work in a mental health facility with clients who are wards of the state. That is, they are state property. They live there. They don't go anywhere, okay? And they're severely mentally ill. Some of them are physically handicapped. And one person in particular popped into my head, something that she had said that I thought was really interesting. And we were talking about it. It's like, yeah, I remember that. And I just wanted to share this with you because, and this woman's in her 50s. What is she, like 54 or something?
Yeah, she's 54 this year.
Yeah, but of course, her mind, she's like a 5-year-old. And it sounds like something that the innocence of a child would say. And, I wasn't angry at this. It was just weird. But it was an interesting point. And the innocence of, I guess, her mental illness, there's some truth that comes out of it. And basically what she said, she's sitting there coloring, because she likes to color a lot. And she says randomly to me, I don't like white folks. And I was like, oh, okay, because what do you say, right? She was like, I don't like white folks. I'm like, oh, okay. And she was like, oh, but don't worry, not you though. That's different. And I'm like, all right, well, thanks. I guess I'm different. I must be special somehow, because that doesn't count for me. And I was like, oh, okay, how come you don't like white folks? And she's like, oh, I'm not supposed to. Like, not supposed to, huh? It was like, why are you not supposed to? I don't know, just not supposed to. Who told you that? Nobody. You just know, you just see it. You're not supposed to. I'm not supposed to. And I was like, what about white people? He's like, they ain't supposed to like me neither. And I know, it's funny when you think of it this way. And I was like, but not me though. And she was like, oh no, that's different. And I was like, what about, so-and-so? And because I'm not the only white person there. And all that's different too. That's not the same thing. And I was like, did you ever have a white person be mean or bad to you? Not really. But you're just not supposed to. No, not supposed to. Think about that. Why doesn't she? It's not that she doesn't like white people. She does. She likes white people. She likes black people. She likes whoever's nice to her there, right? At the facility. But she thinks she's not supposed to. Why? Because that's just how it is. That's what she sees. That's what's projected to her by society, by peers, family, by what she sees on television, the media, movies and television shows, whatever, music, projects to her that there is a difference because that's just the way that it is. She feel, oh, I'm not supposed to like white people, but not you though, because not really. Don't really feel that way, I guess, is what she means in her childish way. And white people aren't supposed to like her either, but they do, but they're not supposed to, because that's just how it is. Think about that. Think about the innocence of that remark coming out in, like I said, in her mental illness, if you will, like talking to a child. How come you're doing that? Oh, because that's how it's supposed to be done. And they don't know why, not really, but it's taught to her. Just like it was taught to this woman. that she's not supposed to like people because of what color they are, or that they're not supposed to like her. But she sees that it's not really that way, but still feels like she needs to say something about it. And by the way, when she's coloring, she draws people. She draws people that she knows, and she colors them all brown, no matter who they are. I wish I had a picture of it. Actually, I would put it on. But she'll draw like 20 people on a piece of paper. Who's this? Who's that? And I'm one of them, and I'm brown too. And this other guy is one of them, and he's also white. But everybody's colored brown. And for some reason, mine is always the one with the biggest head. I did. You ever notice that?
No.
You know you've seen those pictures I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've seen those pictures.
Mine has always got the oh, this one's you. Thanks. I've got a pumpkin for a head, but but you see what I mean? Why are people this way? Because they're taught to be this way.
Yeah.
It's encouraged. It's encouraged in society. It's encouraged in the media. And people feel like they can gain something from it. People feel like they're owed something, or they're going to get something out of it. People feel like they need someone or something to blame for things that don't go their way. Whose fault is it? And there you go. And I just thought that was really interesting. And again, like I said, born out of the innocence of her mental illness, for lack of a better way to describe that. Because like I said, talking to her, it's like talking to someone who's 5 or 6 years old, even though she's in her mid-50s. Sounds like something a child would say. And it makes you wonder what we're teaching our kids. And if you're not teaching them, somebody is.
Public school.
Public school, yeah. Even if it's not being taught by the public school, they're picking up on it from the social interaction in the school.
Yeah, and from the media, social media, their friends, their peers, teaches them that. Because racism is a learned behavior.
Yeah.
That's not natural. It's a learned behavior.
Yeah, and we're all basically one race, the human race. If we weren't, we wouldn't be compatible. We wouldn't be sexually compatible. Like you could say a giraffe and a chihuahua are two different races because they cannot mate. They cannot produce offspring. We are, for whatever reason, wherever we ended up in the world demographically, caused physical changes over time. The Darwin effect, if you will, for those of you who are not looking at it in terms of a biblical perspective. Wherever we ended up caused physical changes, and so some people look differently. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it is taught, I believe. And it's unfortunate because the more we're divided, the more that's encouraged, the harder it is for us to resist the things that we really do in life.
And society is going backwards.
They are.
All the way through the, slavery time up until when the 70s, people have been trying to end racism in America. I'm talking about America now. And we had all of the desegregations, the sit anywhere on the bus, to take down, we can all drink out of one water fountain and all of that. And it seems like we're going back to that. And it's like society wants to go back to that. That's what it feels like. And that's
or we're being told that that's how we feel like. And most people do what they're told.
Yeah. But with all of this, everything is racist. Everything is racist. It seems like they're just like, oh, let's just separate. Let's just divide ourselves. And now we have some college have this safe room where only blacks can go, and a white guy was in there.
White people are not allowed.
Yeah, they're not allowed in there.
I remember that.
And it's like, what kind of crap is that? Why are we backing up after all of these years? And I don't know. It just seems so ridiculous.
Because people are stupid, and it makes them it makes them easy to manipulate. And there are those who profit from that manipulation. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And people are not smart enough to see through it and not brave enough to resist it, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
But I just wanted to, jump into that one last time and share that story for the handful of people that will see it. Because, like I said, ScrewTube does not like actually talking about that kind of stuff. They like talking about kitty cats and pranks and stuff like that, and which is why we have the little cat pictures, because it does help with the algorithm. It was a tip from a viewer, and it does work. And those particular pictures are photos that we took there, and they're of strays that we help. So I don't know if anybody has anything they want to add to that. You know, as always, feel free to post your thoughts in the comments section down below. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of it. We hope that you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. Check out some of the other videos if you have not. If you wanted to help the channel out, there are links for that down below. Every little bit helps, and I sure do appreciate it. And if that's it, then what more can I say but stay frosty, folks, and thanks for watching.